We are counting down the top 10 highest sports magazine sales from the month of July 2024. Here we go. All right, before we jump in the top 10, let's start off with some honorable mentions that just missed the cut. And we're going to start with this 1998 Sports Illustrated. This is Michael Jordan. You've got him and his Bulls teammates doing a little bit of gambling on the airplane. It's a CGC 9.8 copy, and it sold for $1,000 on eBay. From 1997, you got MJ again. This is the Gimme 5 cover. Also got Dennis Rodman there. It's another CGC 9.8, and it once again sold for $1,000 on eBay. From 2008, this is Hoop Magazine, The Genius of Kobe Bryant. It's been autographed by Kobe, authenticated by Beckett. This one sold on eBay for $1,050. Next up, I hope you like Michael Jordan because he is pretty prominently featured in this episode. Here he is again from 1995. It's the I'm Back cover wearing his number 45 jersey. You've also got Reggie Miller in the background. This is really the only time Reggie Miller appeared on a Sports Illustrated cover. It's a CGC 9.8 copy and it sold on eBay for $1,200. Another Michael 9.8. This one is from 2013. This is actually his 50th and final, as of now, Sports Illustrated cover. I will put my money down to say that before it is all said and done, Michael Jordan will appear on at least one more Sports Illustrated cover in the future. But for now, this is it. And it's another CGC 9.8, and this one sold on eBay for $1,200. Again, with the Michael 9.8s, this is from 1998, and this is the Last Stand cover, sold on eBay for $1,299. You got to have the feeling that some Michael Jordan collector just decided to go a little bit crazy on the CGC 9.8s. Maybe it's some new high-end sports card guy that just got into magazines and he's going all in on the Michael 9.8s. This is the How Sweet It Is cover from 1992. It sold on eBay for $1,400. How about issue number 2 for Sports Illustrated from 1954? You got some golf bags on the cover, and it's a CGC 9.0. Of course, this particular issue is usually most collectible because of the sports cards that are on the inside, including a Mickey Mantle card. And this copy sold on eBay for $1,499. From 1979, very cool Hockey Today cover featuring Wayne Gretzky. It's a CGC 7.0, and this one sold on eBay for $1,499. From 2009, it's one of my favorite athletes of all time, one of the greatest Olympians ever, the fastest man in the history of the world, Usain Bolt. It's his first Sports Illustrated cover. This is a CGC 9.8. It sold for $1,500 on eBay. From 1954, this is the first issue from Sports Illustrated, and that is, of course, Hall of Famer Eddie Matthews on the cover. This one's been autographed, authenticated by PSA. I love that silver Sharpie. This one looks almost identical to the one that I just purchased. Got mine for, what was it, $1,200 a few months ago, so I'm feeling pretty good about my pickup. Plus, I think mine might be in a little bit better shape than this one, and still, this one went for $1,750 on eBay. Very nice sale. And back again, it's that same issue, but this one, non-autographed, has been graded, and it is a CGC 9.8, sold on eBay for just south of $1,900. And here's the part of the show where we do some non-sports honorable mentions, and that's going to include this 2016 Rolling Stone cover. And you've got a trio of politicians, Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, autographed by all three, authenticated and slabbed by Beckett, and this one sold for $1,400 on eBay. Here's the legendary issue number 1 for Nintendo Power from 1988. This is a CGC 9.0 copy. Of course, a 9.8 copy sold for over $100,000 a couple years ago. This one went on eBay for $3,000. And how about this for an honorable mention? This is 1923 Time Magazine, volume number 1, issue number 1. That's Joseph Cannon Not particularly relevant in today's time and age, but this is, iconic premiere issue for one of the most well-known magazine publications. It's over 100 years old. It's a newsstand copy graded at a CGC 5.5. This one sold, actually, it was not on eBay. This one went on Golden Auctions for $18,300. And let's move on into the top 10 highest selling sports magazines from last month. And we are going to start with number 10. We're back on the Michael Jordan train. This is the one man gang cover from 1986. This is his fourth Sports Illustrated cover. It's a newsstand copy graded CGC 9.2. This one sold on eBay for $2,000. There have only been 56 newsstand copies of this issue graded. And at the 9.2 level, it's a Pop 2 with only 4 copies graded higher. And coming in at number 9, it is again issue number 1. And you know what? I think this issue's actually been picking up a little bit of steam lately. Used to see this issue on almost every single episode of the highest sales, but it kind of dropped and dropped and dropped in time, in value, largely due to the mass number of these that have been graded so highly. But you know what? It's creeping back up. I haven't seen one go over 2,000 in quite a while. And this one did right here. It's a 9.8 copy, sold on eBay with 30 bids in auction, and sold for $2,191.22. One important note I want to make is this one was put up by the account Estate Finders, which is somewhat of a well-known account on eBay, that I think a lot of people will watch their auctions. And so, if you remember just a few slides ago, we had a 9.8 copy of this same issue that sold for, what was it, $1,800. So that can be the difference between a very well-known seller selling the exact same item, maybe getting more eyes on it, sold for $300 or $400 more than the other copy. This one has been graded 891 times, and there are 95 9.8s. From 1990, we're going subscription Michael Jordan. This is the Showtime cover. You can see the subscription label there at the bottom, but it's been autographed by MJ, authenticated by Beckett, and sold on eBay for $2,200. Coming in at number 7, we got another Michael Jordan. We got another subscription copy. Now this one's had the label removed very cleanly. You can really not even tell where it was. CGC 8.5. This one sold on eBay for $2,999. And man, I'm kicking myself. I sold an almost identical CGC 8.5 subscription, label removed, super clean, just like this, for less than 2 years ago, and it sold for just over $1,000. So, man, maybe I was premature on that one, kind of kicking myself here. There have been 149 newsstand copies of this graded. There have been 347 subscription copies. At the 8.5 level, there are 6 newsstands, there are 8 subscriptions, and there are only 8 newsstands graded higher. There are only 9 subscriptions graded higher of this iconic Michael Jordan first Sports Illustrated cover. Coming in at number 6, we've got Bobby Orr. It's his first Sports Illustrated cover, from 1967. This is CGC 7.5. This is a newsstand, and this one sold on eBay for just south of $3,000. There have been 36 newsstand copies of this graded. It is a Pop 5 with only 8 copies graded higher. Coming in at number 5, it's Tom Brady, and this is from 2002. It's the Sports Illustrated Presents issue, and this was after the New England Patriots, the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl. And this was actually the very first time Tom Brady appeared on the cover of any Sports Illustrated. This is not the weekly issue. These Sports Illustrated Presents were basically commemorative issues that would get put out and sold only on the newsstand racks. So, there is some debate amongst collectors about which is more desirable, this one or his first weekly issue, which actually came out later this exact same year. The weekly issue definitely is much more difficult to find, but this is a 9.8 copy of a very important issue here, and it sold on eBay for $3,000. There have been 284 copies of this one graded, and it is one of 25 9.8s. Now here's another iconic cover, and this is Michael Jordan on the cover of the first issue for Beckett Basketball Magazine. This is from 1991, and look at this beauty, autographed by Michael Jordan, authenticated and slabbed by Beckett. It's sold on eBay for $3,499.99. Coming in at number three, this one was pretty unique to me, and that is because I've never heard of this man, and that is Ayrton Senna. And this is a Formula One driver, and this is the British Grand Prix program from 1993. This has been autographed by Senna, and at first I was a little skeptical about if this was a real sale because once again I didn't know who this was, but doing a little bit of research, this seems legit because first off, Senna was a three-time champ of the Formula One World Drivers' Championship. He won it in 88, 90, and 91, and he sadly was killed in a driving accident in the 1994 San Marino Grand Prix. So just 1 year following the release of this publication, Senna was tragically killed, which obviously would make this autograph, that much more scarce and desirable. And that would explain why this one sold on eBay for $4,950. Coming in at number two, Michael Jordan on the cover of Sports Illustrated in 1991. It is the iconic Sportsman of the Year hologram cover, and this one's been autographed by Michael, authenticated by JSA, and sold on eBay for $4,995. And coming in at number one as the highest selling sports magazine from July 2024, it's Michael Jordan. This is his first pro cover. A Star is Born with the Chicago Bulls. This is a newsstand graded CGC 9.0 and it's sold on eBay for $5,500. There have been 113 newsstand copies of this issue graded, and at the 9.0 level, it's a Pop 7 with 16 copies graded higher. All right, that's it. If you have not yet done so, please subscribe to this channel. I also appreciate likes and comments. And until the next video, we'll see you next time.